Uber has had its application for a new license in London rejected. The decision was made on the basis that the company was considered not a fit and proper private car hire operator. The cab company said it would challenge the ruling immediately. The current license expires on 30 September, but Uber has 21 days to appeal and can continue to operate until that process expires. We gathered the views of Londoners on this decision. Pritesh Sangadia, 29. Hopefully this will give Uber a kick up the bum and make it more transparent. It's a good thing this has happened, as hopefully it will force Uber to clear up its act a bit and adopt fairer working conditions for its drivers. I hope it will give Uber a kick up the bum and make it more transparent. Having said that, I am sad about the fact that I cannot use the app anymore. I use Uber once a week at the very minimum, so it not being there will affect me. My journey back home from the station will be £15 in a black cab compared to £5.50 with an Uber. Ganan Atkinen, 76. If someone has done something wrong, the whole company should not be punished. I don't think Uber should have had its license revoked, because a lot of people use it, and it's much cheaper than other cab services. If someone has done something wrong, then the people involved in that should be punished, but not the whole company. I am more interested in the service that I get from them and the fact the fare I pay is reasonable. You can call Uber anytime, and they will come and pick you up and drop you off. When you get in, they also tell you the price, so it's up front. I have not used Uber for a while, but it's useful and I usually use it to visit friends or go to meetings. If it's not there, I will just use my own car more. Thalia Durgam, 27. I am sure Uber will be back sooner rather than later. Photograph Sarah Marsh. I remember when I first came to London, and when Uber came, it's really affected the lifestyle of young people. It meant you could travel in the evenings or treat yourself to a cab late at night without feeling a huge sense of guilt. So I think it changed London nightlife. I wonder if it going will make a difference, but I doubt it, as I am sure other companies will just jump in. I am surprised at the timing because Travis Cordell, the former chief executive, has just left, and I thought it would be a new era for the company. It's weird this is happening now, after he has been let go, but it's good Transport for London has taken action in this way. Uber needs a shake-up, and I am sure it will change its practices, and then it will be back sooner rather than later. I use Uber on the weekends and rarely during the week. I think now I will use other cab apps, but I will not be taking black cabs as they are too expensive. Maybe it would be interesting for black cabs to take advantage of this and lower their prices to gain a share in the market of young people. Michelle Andrew, 48. They will be back, and when they are, I hope they will treat their staff better. I think Uber will be back, but hopefully in a better way. I hope it becomes better in how it treats its staff. Lots of Uber drivers are on zerohours contracts, for example, and that is really wrong. It's down to the management of the company and what they can get away with. Robert Murphy, 49. Shutting Uber down seems extreme. Now my life is completely inconvenienced. Photograph Sarah Marsh. I use Uber 7 or 8 times a week socially to see friends or go to restaurants. I find the company super efficient. It is cost effective and, importantly, you don't have to worry about having cash. Black cabs shun you or turn their noses up at you if you have to pay by credit card. If we are moving towards a cashless society, black cabs need to up their game. Uber is cheaper and cleaner. I feel like it is an overly excessive response to take Uber's license away. The company should perhaps have responded better to certain problems, but maybe they should have gone into arbitration and got a penalty. Shutting them down seems extreme. Now my life is completely inconvenienced as I will not get black cabs. Andrew Fernandez, 28. Having a cheap service is important, and I use Uber every other day. Photograph Sarah Marsh. It's a catastrophe for me. Uber is super cheap. I am not one of them Goldman Sachs kids who can afford charging on the clock and getting a black cab. Having a cheap service is important, and I use Uber every other day. I live in Kings Langley in Hertfordshire, so I take a train from Euston to the suburbs and then get an Uber home from Watford Junction. It costs about £7. If I can no longer take an Uber, then I will have to do my research and find an alternative route. I wonder what the repercussions will be for the drivers. I definitely think another service will pop up.